Hey everybody, here at Lazy Givers. Lazy Givers. Hi, I'm Lazy Good. And today what we're going to be doing, we're doing the best of fiction books. So I guess some fiction books all picked out here that I think you guys might honestly want to read. If you already read more, all of these, then you can know what this vlog actually is. The top 10 fiction, the top 5 fiction books. So these are the top 5. So let's have some fun. The first book is by the one and only Taylor Jenkins Reid. And it's Daisy. The book is Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm gonna read a little bit of it from the back. Just a little chunk. Daisy is a gal coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs on the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars and dreaming of singing at the whiskey. A go-go, her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of headlines beauty that makes people do crazy things. Okay, I can see how this book kind of gets wired up. Listen, I haven't read this one, and I am. It sounds like an interesting fiction book, but honestly, I did try to read a Taylor Jenkins Reid, but that one was a different book by her. The book was My Husband's Emily Hugo, but the other one that was kind of not in its right mind or anything, but that book was a little different. I am hearing on YouTube is Malibu Rising, and I am loving that one. So this one sounds like a really interesting fun book. It sounds kind of cute. It's just kind of like a book. Maybe at some point it is gonna be part of like a reading vlog. Now, honestly, wondering how I'm gonna like this novel, but this book is sounds kind of crazy. It's a crazy. Sounds like a bit of fun book, but I don't know if that's gonna be like some enhancements of Emily Hugo. That one was kind of, to me, sounds a little bit disturbing, but you can know why on that one. The next book is by one and only Gregory Mercury. So to say the last name, but it is a wicked the life and times of the Wicked Witch of the West. When Dorothy tempted over to the Wicked Witch of the West, and L. Frank Barnes' classic tale. I'm actually reading that series, and it's quite good. We heard only her side of the story, but was about her other anonymous, the mysterious witch. Where did she come from? How did she become so wicked? And what is the true nature of evil? Okay, this sounds like this is the mystical version of the book, but I see in the mystical version. Well, and yeah, I'm reading the L. Frank Barnes ones, but don't honestly completely understand what Alpha Buck and I fought into. And then, but there's like pictures of the mystical in here. I think that's honestly kind of really fun and cool. The spec sounds interesting. It's something that I honestly will read. Yeah, I'm reading the series of Frank Barnes, and I am loving all those big kind of like short stories. They're quite good. So this one gives a taste of the musical version of Wicked. This one's actually in the TBR of mine. This one's by Nina George. The Little Paris Bookshop. Let me read a little bit of it. In the store, Perdue is a publicity from his flattering bookstore in a ridge on the sign of the principal's novel of the hardship of life, using his invite feel for the exact book a reader needs. Pelu means broken hearts and souls. The only person he can't seem to heal is himself. He's still haunted by heartbreak after his great love disappeared. She left him with only a letter that he has never opened. Okay. It sounds like a cute little story. But it sounds like it takes place in a bookshop by this Paris guy who owns his own bookshop, but he only speaks, I think, Paris. And then and his book starts like way across from a bridge. So that's kind of interesting, and you kind of want to start this book this week. I don't mind starting, honestly. This honestly sounds like a really good book, and this book is a part of a TBR that I honestly can't wait to get to. So I am quite honestly excited to get to this one. This next book. This book doesn't need an introduction, and I'm gonna do it anyway. This one's called Unparted by Norman North. Only a little bit. A Gaiska love her very home in a quiet valley, but the compound word stands on the border, full of armament power, and its shadow lies over her life. Her people rely on the code-driven wizard, known only as the dragon, to keep the woods' dark focus at bay. But the demon's a troubled prince. Okay, okay, that sounds like a interesting book to read, and this is actually a fiction book itself, but it sounds like it's some kind of Disney retelling, but I really cannot tell which retelling it is. But it sounds like this girl, she makes not just pretty flowers, but it says right here, but she's in her own, I want to say kingdom, castle, whatever you want to call it. But now, her shadow lies down. That sounds kind of on the evil side, but it sounds like a really interesting read. And I mean, in the second book, then I probably would get to this bad boy of a book. But I love when it says right here. But when the dragon comes, it is not Krissa he will choose. Ooh. Sounds like there's magic into this one as well. Because this is something that will honestly get me on the edge of my seat. But maybe it's get the pants off of me. We don't want that. But I don't get scared easily. This next book is a really good book, and I'm happy that like I said, I am getting into this book and see what it is honestly like. And yes, but this one's by the king himself. The king of horror. We all know him. This one's by Stephen King. It's called The Outsiders. Let me read in a little bit. A vivid nightmare has come to Flint City, Oklahoma. as an 11-year-old boy is found barely mustard in a local park, an impossible crime that rocks local law enforcement to its core as the most heinous story anyone there has ever witnessed. Equally stunning is identify of the prime suspect, Terry Northland, one of the famous city's most popular citizens. Okay, so we're gonna start. So it sounds like there's like, I'm not saying a murderer, but it sounds like a crime fiction, really. But other stuff happens, it sounds like. This is not part of a TBR, but sometimes I would like to pick a random book from my bookshelves and just start reading it. And I pick some of the books that sounds interesting to me. So this book does sound interesting to me, and I am going to keep this bad boy out. I might start on Monday, I hope, to see what it is honestly like. The one book I do want to get is Dr. Sleep. I don't have that one yet. But that's the book I really want to get is Dr. Sleep by Stephen King himself. But this book sounds like okay. So it sounds like this kid. It sounds like the kid runs away. He went to this park, but nobody can find him. That sounds kind of scary. But we're going to see how this book honestly is. Because I am keeping this bad boy out. And hopefully it's a great book. Okay. That's the best five fiction books that I can honestly come up with. I really had to figure out what books get picked, but there was a bunch of them in a Goodreads thing, and I got the bookmark today. I would love to show you all. I got this one at Five Below. How cute is it? I will take a picture of it and put it on the book from the community so you guys all can just see how cute it is. Isn't that cute? I got this at Five Below today. Who knows whether I might find the other Five Below tomorrow. Thank you everybody to come to Lazy Good Books. I hope you guys had a fun time going through these fiction books with me. I know I had a great time spending time with you all. And comment down below if you read either of these books. Maybe all. Maybe one or two. Doesn't matter. Click the red subscribe button down below. Click the navigation button for all the updates, our shorts, our Instagram shorts. We're going to finally get back to that. And I hope everybody has a good morning, night, day, evening. I'll see you guys in my next vlog and shorts. And, I do have my own own club thing we are doing on this channel specifically. And the book for that is The Last Hour by Nicholas Sparks. The other night I did the chapter 8 of that, so I'm sure all you guys have seen it. Thank you to come to Lacy Good Books. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I should know I did have a lot of fun spending time with you guys and get to know you. Thank you to come to Lacy Good Books, and I hope you have a great morning, day, evening, and I'll see you guys soon.